Hi guys. Good morning. It's a beautiful snowy day and I decided to take a little walk out in the woods. It's beautiful. Love it. Anyway, I was watching Naughty Beaver. He's a YouTuber. And he talks a lot about the Nostradamus Coltrane. And I had always heard of that growing up as Jehovah's Witnesses, but was quickly told not to pay any attention to that because he was possessed by the devil. And don't read any of that nonsense. But I've been kind of watching Naughty Beaver, and some of these Coltranes seem to be spot on. Now, am I saying that I'm taking everything as gospel? Absolutely not. I'm not taking nothing as gospel anymore. I'm looking at everything. But one thing in particular he's been talking about is that there's going to be a polar shift. And see, Nostradamus spoke about polar shift. He also spoke about the crop circles. He also spoke about this black pope that's coming. And I kind of mentioned that on another video. But the point I wanted to kind of mention today is he talked about a polar shift. Polar shift. It's cold. And mainstream news now is starting to talking about this polar shift. They're saying it's not going to be a big deal. But according to the Nostradamus Coltrane, it's going to be a big deal. To where there's going to be massive tidal waves. Our world is going to change. It's going to change. And then I started doing some research about Admiral Byrd. I think his name was back in the 40s. He somehow got off track of around the North Pole someplace and actually met with people or beings that looked like us that lived in the North Pole underneath the ice, deep beneath the ice. And he spoke about the last shift that other creatures that lived below show them how to survive. Anyway, and what it brought up to me is the scripture. What popped in my head is the scripture that the Christ said when he was talking to the Pharisees and the religious leaders of the Hebrews when he walked the earth. And he says, your father is from below, and my Father is from above. And I know this is thinking outside the box again, but what if, and that's another point I want to mention, scientists are saying that the North Pole has not always been cold. At one point in history, the North Pole was tropical. Could it be that the last polar shift, it flipped counterclockwise or counterclockwise? I don't know. I researched that too, but I forgot. What if this is hell? This is hell. And because of the shift, what's underneath is really home. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm thinking critically and thinking all kind of which ways. Anyway, it's cold. I'm going in the house. Finished taking my little walk, and I'll check with you guys later. Again, guys, love and light, positive energy. Later, babies.